Hey there, FLoSH lunatics. I'm Mohammed, your fearless and committed commissioner, and you've just entered our FLoSH weekly recaps. Get ready for a thrilling weekly recap. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, add some banter in there, and let's make this season legendary. Welcome to FLoSH, baby, where fantasy becomes reality and dreams can always be crushed. Let's rock and roll. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. Got to see my Buffalo Bills win. For them, it seems like they always have to give me a heart attack to win a game. Came down to the wire, but just a great vibe. Great week one of football. Saw a lot of good games. Saw a lot of interesting things from a fantasy standpoint. And we will go over that in our recap. But before we get to that, I do just want to get to what is behind me here. That is actually going to be our... Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. What did I do? Hang on. We're figuring this out. And we're back. Okay. So behind me is our payout platform for our senior season of FLoSH. As you all remember, it was a $100 buy-in. With that, we agreed to increase the payouts a little bit. So first place is going to win $560. Second place will win $255. And then third place will win $130. Along with that, we will have weekly payouts of $15 to our highest scorer. This is going to go all the way up until week 17. So even in the championship, your team could still make money. This is to encourage everyone to set their lineups. Third place this year for the first time ever is actually going to get some money. Not only your money back, but you're going to win some money. Walking away with $30, that's not too bad. Pretty much gets you a free fantasy league for a year. I think the weekly payouts will be a great addition. They will go to our highest scorer of the week, actually giving some meaning to being our biggest winner of the week. Hopefully you guys like it. Tried my best to make it as fair as I possibly could, but I think this system will be great for at least our first year being at the $100 payouts or $100 buy-in. So now, without further ado, we will dive right into our first weekly recap of the year. And as always, we'll start bottom to top. I don't want to be the first one to go. But yeah, we'll get firing here. Hang on, boys, bear with me. This is a lot of oh Jesus. Oh God. Hang on. What the fuck am I doing? All right, we're back. Jesus Christ, that was bad. All right, we've got Farm D's Nuts. God, I'm clearly still not in form yet. I skipped my preseason and it shows. We've got Brian Verbickus and Farm D's Nuts keeping the same name against Get Some. Hell yeah, Dirty. That's a good name. What a game. We got Brian Verbickus winning by 7 points. He listens to me, puts in Geno Smith. Joe Mixon, hell of a fucking game from him. That was awesome to see him just tear it up, but not awesome because I pretty much called him a fossil in my last video. Got David Montgomery showing signs of life there. 16 points, Justin Jefferson. Might not be your elite wide receiver one, but he's surely going to put up some good numbers this year. Marvin Harrison Jr. getting, just stuck by the Bills. Not much you can do there. It's a great defense. I wouldn't hit the panic button yet. He's still going to be good. He's on the field for every snap. Brock Bowers leading the team in targets there. 11 points, honestly not bad from rookie tight end. And Devonta Smith having a solid game with 15 points. Bench, some good signs here. You got Brian Robinson Jr. with 17.9 and a really good sign seeing that you did not start Bryce Young this game. As for Dirty's team, putting up an honorable performance as always, Dirty. Richardson with 26 points. Maybe the passing game wasn't great for him there. I know he had a couple bombs, but besides that, it wasn't too good. Jonathan Taylor at 10.8, probably Richardson biting into that a little bit. James Cook had an okay game. I expect more touchdowns for him to come. Mike Evans continuing the run he had last season, going into, I forget, maybe his 13th season in the league. Just really impressive stuff. Tank Dell, not so great. Jerome Ford having a good game. Vulture to touchdown at the end there. Xavier Worthy, something to note going forward. He had a big game for his rookie debut. Zach Moss having a good game, and then Baker Mayfield having an awesome week 1 for Baker. Congratulations, Brian. Dirty, keep your head up. That's still a great game all around. Going into Air Jordan versus the Young Ho. Air Jordan comes up on top, 108-86. Got Jordan Love leading the way with 16.4, but he did get injured. Probably going to be out for the next few weeks to come. Rashad White having a good game. Josh Jacobs doing all right in the second half there. Didn't show much in the first half, but he started getting the ball moving. Tyreek Hill back to his wide receiver 1 status there in Miami. Having a great game after being arrested. And then the Puka Nacua injury, that hurts for anyone who owns him. 4 weeks we're looking at. Who's going to step up there is probably going to be Cooper Kupp. And, he's probably going to be the 2021 version of Cooper Kupp again. Njoku also getting injured. And then Calvin Ridley's back, baby, like he never left. Raheem Mostert, a lot of Dolphins on this team. Mostert kind of shit in the bed. He was kind of injured. A-Chan's kind of injured. We'll see what happens there. And then going on to the Young Ho, Patrick Mahomes not having a great season debut. They still got the win. Bijan doing okay. Zamir White, Nico Collins had a pretty good game too. Pittman, that's just going back to Richardson, that passing game not being awesome that first game. Rashee Rice really stepping up for you. Jalen Waddle on the bench had some good bench performances as well. Good game, Zach. We will move on to Shaker Booty. Shaker Booty versus the half Chubbs. He did correct it this time. What do we got here? We've got Josh Allen with 31 points, but no Christian McCaffrey this game. I think this is some form of treason, and I think the 49ers should be held for public trial and have the people decide after what they did with CMC this week. Jordan Mason still steps in, gets some 22 points. Zay Flowers, okay. And Chris Godwin having a really good game. Really good productive first game. If he can keep that up, he'll be a really good flex player. Also another player that I talked shit about last week. Christian McCaffrey on the bench, that's still fucking ridiculous. Tyler Lockett, 13. J.K. Dobbins coming to life. If he stays healthy, you're going to have yourself a really nice running back tandem there. Now on to the half Chubbs. Jaden Daniels having a great fantasy performance. He's just running all over the place, scoring touchdowns with his feet. He could be a solid late round pickup this year. Jahmyr Gibbs having a good game. ETN fumbling out of the end zone certainly doesn't help you there. That could certainly have won you the game here if he scores that touchdown. Deebo Samuel, really good debut game, and then the DeAndre Hopkins, not great. Dalton Kincaid, he's still going to be the best tight end in the world in a few years. Just an off game for him. And then just got to watch out for that injury to Achan, or Achan, I can't pronounce his name. Bench not looking great. Good game. All around good game. Came down to the wire. Congrats, Tom. No one's shocked that you start off the season 1-0. Now we've got the Team Skiz with 131 points against, I'm not even going to say that name, against Zach Baldwin and his Pickens Browns hurting team. Team Skiz with Aaron Jones coming to life in Minnesota there, putting up a really good first game. Same with Tony Pollard. Both really performed for you. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't matter. You still got the win. Devontae Adams, quarterback's probably hurting him there a little bit. And Stephon Diggs, unfortunately, with a great debut for the Texans, scoring 2 touchdowns. And Jake Moody with 26. You needed 12, and he gave you 26. He gave you double that. On the bench, Jaden Reed with a massive game. Tough to know if he's going to continue that run. But looks okay. And Deshaun Watson, just drop him, man. Just get rid of him. What happened to Baldwin? Jalen Hurts with an okay performance. Pacheco, pretty good debut. Kenneth Walker, kind of a dog this year so far. A.J. Brown, great game. Pickens, great game. Just kind of came down to Evan Ingram and Terry McLaurin not being able to give you pretty much anything. Just really unlucky there. I've had Evan Ingram in other leagues, and it's just kind of sucked this first week. Bench still looks. They didn't put up a lot of points, but you still have a lot of potential out of this bench. We'll see what they do as the season goes on. Skiz, hell of a first win, man. That's awesome. Now we got Brick Chase in round 2, putting up the league high at 153. Congratulations, Simone. Against the Dogs are Berkeleying. Simone with 18 from Stroud. Kamara doing his thing. Ramondre Stevenson having a great debut. Jamar Chase, meh. We'll see what happens when he gets paid. Garrett Wilson, pretty mad. And then Cooper Kupp. I don't think anyone saw the Puka injury coming. You've pretty much got yourself a set wide receiver 1 for at least 4 weeks. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but you hit the Cooper Kupp lottery here. What happened with Mike Strumpler continuing his track of last year? Joe Burrow is burrowing his peen into your team. Don't think I forgot your name. Saquon tried to help you. Kyron tried to help you, but holy moly, did the rest of your team stink this game. That is really, really sad stuff to look at. These are some household names, supposed to be decent players, and they come out and absolutely screw you. Bench did okay. Brian Thomas, you got some high hopes for him this year, and then Jamison Williams as well. Even Rashid Shaheed. Maybe make some changes here. You see yourself in the win column next week. Congrats, Simone. That was awesome. The Cooper Kupp lottery winner. Now on to the Bad Neighbors versus the Pittsburgh Feelers in a very low-scoring outing. Kyler Murray just ran into a really, really staunch Buffalo defense. But Breece Hall delivering. James Conner delivering. Olave, not so much. Malik Neighbors, Daniel Jones just stinks. I don't know what's going to happen there. And then the Mark Andrews fiasco on Thursday. I don't know. He just didn't look good out there and likely just looks like the likely starter. All right, onto the bench. Nothing remarkable there. And then for Christian Ward and the Pittsburgh Feelers, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, I talked shit about him. He did score a touchdown, but he couldn't get the job done the rest of the way. Chase Brown, CeeDee Lamb had a really off game. So did DJ Moore. So did Trey McBride. This was just a weird week 1. I feel like, the usual wide receiver studs and just didn't do too much besides Tyreek Hill and Cooper Kupp. I don't know. I'm probably just talking about my ass at this point, but I feel like this was a pretty low-scoring week across the board in all the other leagues I'm in as well. It's just a tough week 1. Don't hang your head if you took a loss, Christian. Keep your head up, keep it moving. I'm sure things will change as the weeks go on. Now we'll just quickly fly into our biggest loser. Here today we will have the Young Ho as our biggest loser, purely for the points scored. Couldn't break 90. Not what you want to see in a week 1, but like I said, I think your team has a lot of potential. So keep your head up, keep grinding. I'm sure you will do well at the end. Our biggest winner is going to be Sizz, just winning with 153 points. You won $15, Simone. Congratulations, hell of a week 1 performance. That's a high score to have in week 1, especially in a low scoring type of week across the league. And then our matchup of the week, I'm going to give it to Tom and Martin. Came down to 5 or 4 points. Martin was sending a lot of taunts Tom's way, hit him with a lot of hee-hees. And Tom, Tom stood on business. And why I have this dog shirt on, you might ask? Because Tom was a dog in this match. He took care of business right at the very end. Got the big win there over a team full of a lot of taunting on Martin's end. So that's going to conduct... Sorry, just making a checkpoint. All right, that's going to finish up pretty much our week 1 recap. Kind of a shaky recap on my end. We're just getting back into things. Just trying to feel it out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.